And okay, I want to go through some best practices with Jenkins as this CI/CD journey is unraveling here or moving along. So you really want to install an agent. You don't want to execute jobs on your Jenkins master. So here I'm logged in Jenkins master and I have two VMs defined. One is called Jenkins, which is this master here running Jenkins. And the other I call runner because I was using it with GitLab, but I've now made it into a Jenkins agent machine. So it's really important to install an agent so you can run Jenkins and not run any jobs on the Jenkins node itself. And the reason why is it's a security risk for one, and plus you could slow down the actual master node and not get any work done. So you want to run everything on external computers, which are agents. Okay, so to make an agent go, obviously you need a system here which you can put this stuff on. You want to put Java on here, and you want to put some credentials on here. And some of the problems I found in setting this up has been the credentialing. And you also want to turn off the execution items on your master. So let's take a look at how this is done. I'm going to go manage Jenkins here, and let's take a look at, let's see, configure systems. No, I want to take a look at manage nodes and cloud. So here you'll see your actual computers you're using. And so master is the one that's running my current Jenkins. And I want to jump onto here, and they have these little drop downs here. So you can say configure. And now number of executors. This was defaulted to 2. This was 2 when I first came in here, meaning Jenkins out of the box will let you run 2 jobs concurrently on the master or Jenkins node, which you don't want, and it flashes up a warning message. So make that 0, and then you want to put in agents. So how do you put an agent in? Well, you have to install uh, software on the node, which will be the agent. So in this one, I call the agent runner. You can have a number of agents, but in this case, I went down through a fact finding that somebody posted here, and it was very useful to get this done. So I'm going to go through now how I did this, and it was pretty darn useful. So they talk about the VM. Yeah, we got that here. So we're not going to need to do that. And let's see, install Java. So this is important. And with Jenkins, you want to put in, currently Java 11. So this article's old, but on this guy, you'd want to be root and you'd want to put in some decent Java. Um, you could say like, and I'll do history here, history grep on apt, but I did put in a decent Java here, I think down the road here, yes. So you want to put in this OpenJDK 11 as of 2021. Put that in there. You got to put this Docker in here, all this stuff, and you got to set up the Docker install correctly. And I put in Maven here to do builds. Anyway, let's look at the document and make sure it's right. So there's the Java environment, and yeah, you can verify it and make sure that um, your worker node here has the correct Java in it. And so yeah, we have Java 11 in here. That's good. And so this is important. So I wasn't sure where Jenkins users went or anything, but yeah, you want to put this Jenkins user in here. And I guess by convention they use var lib Jenkins for the Jenkins user. So make sure you have Jenkins user in here and on your master node. And this is a part that was a little confusing. So the master has a private key, that's correct, and the runner node or the agent node has the public key, and that's all well and good. So what I did was I made sure that as I'm Jenkins here, let's see if I can go to Jenkins. Who am I? I don't know if this matters, but this is how I usually do it. So I'm going to go to root here and go to Jenkins. So now I'm Jenkins, and let's go to the root directory for Jenkins, or the home directory here for it. So let's go to cd slash var, what is it? Var. Oh, var lib, I think. Jenkins. Yep, that's it. So in here, there's some files that Jenkins put in. Let's go to SSH, and in here, I just put a key in here, which was an RSA key. And I made this key by keygen. So um, you want to definitely run a keygen command. You might want to put in a larger key, like a 512 key or something. This is only a 256 key, but anyway, do the keygen, and then you want to copy the ID RSA pub to the um, agent server. In this case, I call it runner. So sure enough, if you jump on here and say su to Jenkins, um, here we go, and you cd to slash user lib Jenkins. Whoops, user lib called var lib. Sorry. Okay, cd slash var lib Jenkins. You'll see that in this guy, I have the correct authorized key in here now. So that authorized key here is actually this IDRSA pub. And so that I copied over here to this runner server or the agent server. So now you want to test this thing out. And now I'm on the Jenkins server itself. And you can see that's true by Jenkins running. So yeah, there's Jenkins all running there. Anyway, we're on the Jenkins server. So do a SSH2 now to the I'm Jenkins. And so I want to do an SSH to the runner server. Um, and that should log right in. And sure enough, I log right in there because of these keys. So I'm not sure Jenkins needs that to work correctly, but I put that in. What really matters is getting the key correctly into Jenkins, getting the private key into Jenkins itself. So let's see how that's done. And I kept pasting in the wrong part of the key. These keys are confusing sometimes, unless you do them day by day. Okay, so they said key gen. They said copy the key. Yeah, we did that. Okay, so configure the Jenkins master credentials. Let's do that. That's a little confusing, but they go through it here. Anyway, this is old, so let's go to Jenkins itself and show you how we do it. So Jenkins dashboard. We want to go to the manage Jenkins, and there's a part here with keys. Manage credentials right here. So here's a credential I put in Jenkins, and I just basically added, well, that's not right. I added it right here. I did add credential. So let's say I want to put in another credential for the heck of it here. Can I do that? Let's see. Store scope to Jenkins. Or I can just do this over. I suppose I can delete it and do it over to show you how I do it. So let's do that. Let's delete this and start over. So there's a key up there. And I'm trying to figure out how I did this. Okay, yep. Let's look at this, update it. So yeah, so this is how you do it. And you name this thing. The ID is Jenkins. And the scope is global. It's called Jenkins, and I called it this. Username must be Jenkins because it matches the other system. And then the key, you do an add of the key here. You put the key down here. And the key is simply pulled from this Jenkins login directory. So here we'll go, we're in Jenkins, login on the master, and we have this key. The private one is always IDRSA or some other name. The public one always has a pub on the end of it. Well, it should anyway. So let's get a hold of this key here, and I'm going to expand this window, so I know it's long. So we'll get the key here. There's the key. Now, when you copy this key, you got to copy the whole thing. So start right here at the begin and go all the way down to the end here, right to the end. And that's it. No more, no less. See, there's a little bit less there, so I can do it over. No more, no less. You got to get this thing exactly right. Every character in. No more, no less. And there it is. So we got it now. I'm going to paste that into here with a Command V on the Mac. And the key's in and do a save. I don't need a passphrase. Just save it. Boom, it's done. Okay, so that put the key in. And I probably goofed up my relationship here now because I'm redoing this. Let's go back to the dashboard and let's go to configure Jenkins here, manage Jenkins. And let's go to the cloud providers here. No, I don't want that. I want this one here. So now we have this runner node that we've added, and this guy here, I guess I should delete this and show you how to add it. Let's delete it. So I'm going to delete this node, this thing here. Delete it. Boom. Goodbye. Okay, so we have no runners. Now, to put a runner in, we want to add it here. Let's see, how did I do this? Master. Okay, with Jenkins, you always got to look for pluses and things to add stuff with. New node. Okay, so you go new node, and I'm going to call it runner. Could call it agent one, I guess. Agent one, permanent, true. Okay, and we say an okay on it. Agent one, remote root directory. So this I made to be the Jenkins directory. So I'm going to say user, no, that's all right, var lib Jenkins. That's the home directory of Jenkins. Labels, usage, yes. Launch method, launch by connecting to the master, no. So we're going to use SSH here, launch agents via SSH. That's good. Okay, the host name is going to be runner, jeffreyfall.com. That's good. And the credentials here, we're going to add them in. And I think I can just go like this and say, there's the key. And it works. Anything else? No. Let's do a save. If this works, it should connect now and work. All right, agent one, and let's see if it'll connect or not. Configure, log, disconnect. We got to make it run. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it ran and it worked. So that's a good sign. The X is gone. Let's see if we can get a log out of it. Build history and load log. All right, so you can tell your agent worked because it went through all this stuff. It found the key, it matched it, authentication was good, user environment. There's the home we talked about. So I think this thing's ready to go. At least I hope so. So now we want to attach a job to it and make sure a job works. So that's how to add your first agent to Jenkins. You could add any number of these, I suppose, as long as you have servers. And there you go. Okay, well, thanks for watching how to add an agent to Jenkins in the year 2021. I'm refreshing my knowledge on Jenkins because it's useful. And if you're a DevOps person, you want to know Jenkins down cold. And of course, GitLab too. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.